feel like a clown and a monkey defending everything. I mean, I was defending them more than they were defending
I think
themselves.
many people assume the FAA had a much greater role in sort of making decisions, or at least being involved with them, than it actually did.
Is there anything they could do that would make it so you would not be worried about flying, even though I think that they've done a lot to make it better?
I mean, I don't typically worry about flying, so I'm probably not the person to ask.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still one of those who thinks you had a lot bigger chance of something happening to you on the ride to the airport.
Well, I think that's true, but I think that the American public needs to have all of these things happen. So the question is, how quickly can we forget? We have to have certification here, around. We have to have the pilots saying, you know what, I don't really need this, but I'll take the simulation. And then we don't want anyone who's, I mean, I want to know how many hours a pilot has now flown. Or is there a co-pilot who's 300 and the pilot's 3,000?
That's true. I mean, this Tehran crash sounds horrific, the way it's beginning to get pieced together. But for Boeing's sake, for the sake of the shares specifically, it's important that is separated from the 737.
It wouldn't surprise me if Boeing stock went up today. The people who have been buying Boeing will say they knew this, that it's 6 months away or 5 months away, and you just have to go buy the stock. I mean, the stock has tremendous support.
Yes.
And I do think that Calhoun, if he comes in, come in with a very good series of this is not the old Boeing.
Which he already has in terms of opening up lines of communication in a different way than his predecessor with the FAA, with the customers of the company.
There was tremendous stonewalling going on at that company. And you know, when the company, I think Dennis, I mean, let's just call it as it is. I mean, Dennis was not only not a communicator, but when he went in front of Congress and he did not talk about this, he did not say, I'm going to take a pay cut, you know, I don't want to get paid, I'm going to change, I'm going to have everyone simulate. That was maybe the single worst moment for Boeing, was his testimony. He was so tone deaf.
Well, he lost his job.
Really.
Well, that quote in the Journal, his optimism was his strength and his optimism was his downfall. That sort of sums a lot of this up.
We talk about an ecosystem, David.
Yes.
Dennis Muhlenberg was, I think he was in favor of cutting corners at Boeing.
Yeah.
And I think that did not represent Boeing. I think that's important. I do not think the messages represent Boeing. I do not think the CEO represented Boeing. And I know you could say, well, CEO always represents. I don't think he did.